Hello everybody, welcome to Go Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? I thought we would switch back to some regular tarot and see what is coming in for all of you. I love this new moon energy. It is so cleansing and light and soothing and just letting us relinquish any of the weight and bad habits and distractions that were taking place over the past couple of weeks. I feel too sometimes at the change of a month, some people jump into November like full gear, holiday season, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of these things, and they inundate themselves with to-do lists that can overwhelm them. And then as time passes and rationale and light and right-minded open heart thinking contributes, it shows that we really can be on top of things by making lists, staying organized, and simplifying. This really is the moon and time of simplification. I'm not going to bring in things and challenges that don't deserve my attention. I'm not going to pay attention to low vibrational or distracted thinking. Sometimes upon waking, if I go on to my devices too soon, I almost overwhelm myself with choice, like, oh, I could be doing this and that, but I want to make this, but I want to go here. And instead, I just sip my coffee and think, what is going to slow it all down, simplify, and ease me into the day? You know, we don't need a whole cacophony of choice the moment we open our eyes. And I do believe for sure, psychiatrists have talked about this for quite a long time, that the last 20 minutes before bed and the first 20 minutes are really the times we set ourselves up for success. We're programming and reprogramming our subconscious to allow the right things in. So right before bed, like, I create that visual ladder. What do I want to bring into my world? What do I want in terms of laying the groundwork for tomorrow? Because I always feel like when we pre-plan, we don't waste time the next day doing the planning and getting scattered and getting distracted by things. We just know. It's a beautiful time, this moon, to bring in and manifest our dreams. What have you been wishing for? Create a nice balance in your day to stop and reiterate that to yourself and reconfirm it and affirm this is coming for you. Whether it's a creative idea, whether it is a holiday you're trying to book, whether it is something you're trying to write or something you want to reach in your journey. Really important this time to just have your focus be on that. It all starts with stability and grounding energy, right? Because then we pay attention to the things that matter and fuel us the right way and help us in that direction and have us keep those ideas and turn them into action. And then we pull in the dreams, the manifestation, the creativity, the warmth, the development process, and the connection to our highest vibrational self, which is optimistic, which is hopeful, which does sustain us in times of turbulence and does redirect our energy when we hear bad news or we see something crazy on the news or elsewhere. Now, I love this because when we have this beautiful Page of Pentacles, abundance is coming. You will hear the messages you've been waiting to receive in terms of whatever, a payout, a project, something wonderful, a really nice, sustainable amount of income tagged onto something that you are doing. Because I know sometimes we can tap into lack mentality with money before anything else, right? I would like this, but it costs this much. We're also pre-programmed that we spend certain amounts on certain things, right? Well, I want this amount of quality, so it could be whatever it is. Just say it's $200 a season on a coat, $100 on a pair of boots, whatever it is, or whatever you allocate. It's weird, our mind gets a fixed amount on things, and then when we think we go over, we think it's excessive, or when we go under, we think, you know, ooh, we got a great deal. But one thing you're not going to do is compromise on quality of anything this season. You're going to be like, I'm not going to cut corners, because I know if, again, I buy a bag that's cheaply made, I'm going to have to replace it in a couple months. I know if I buy something that's substandard, it's probably going to break. I always think of it as like that slapdashery IKEA life. I know that a lot of first-time homeowners, and we did this for our kids too, we shopped almost exclusively at IKEA for like bunk beds and big things. They have great lighting, they really do, and some of their stuff is comfortable. And it's quite substantial and can last depending on what you get. But some of the things are meant to be very temporary and stopgaps and are, a flimsy material. So just ask yourself, how long do I want this to last? Am I willing to spend this on that? With the mindset, I am going to have more than enough. I love that, really thinking in lucrative terms, like I will always be having revenue streams, and affirming that with money travels to me easily. I receive wealth on a daily basis. I am a money magnet, things like that. We really do get on that vibrational match with whatever we're thinking. So why not think the best and the optimal and in the richest sense of things too. Be careful of words this time of year too. I also have to do this. A lot of people say, oh, I'm spending way too much, or this costs too much, or I can't afford these gifts, or blah, 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 blah. Have it be that I am going to simplify. I have substantial funds and I am going to be able to have more than enough. Just really simplify the process for you and separate the wheat from the chaff. Don't go on crazy impulse shops. I find just not going online and looking at certain sites saves me so much, because then the temptation isn't there, right? I know every time I go on any kind of crystal or tarot deck spree, I'm like, I need that. My life depends on it. I'm sure of it. It's just ridiculous. So staying off those sites that kind of make us want things that we don't necessarily need at this time either. But really beautiful, rich environment for manifestations and having things come to pass that you've been waiting for as well. So my beauties, that is what you were meant to hear today. Hope you all have a great day. And I'm offering a really fun new moon special over on IG, and the link is down in the description box as well. I hope you guys are having a very beautiful weekend with no fuss, no muss, and you're able to just relax and have a good time. So love and light.